You watched the whole planet die.
I don't like to remember it.
Face your fear, Supergirl.
Begin.
What's up, everyone? It is your boy Victor Freeze, and I know it's a little different, man. You see that Injustice on the screen? I think the way people talk shit about Injustice 2, I think I'm the only person on Earth that actually loves this game. Even though they took out Solomon Grundy, as you know, he was born on a Monday. I do have Scarecrow, which is one of my favorite Batman villains of all time, and he played cool. He wasn't his owner. I know Starfire kind of killed. Starfire and Atom kind of killed this game, but I still love it, man. I play it from time to time. I put it back on the system and just play it. And me and some of the homeboys, I was in Steve's stream and they was playing the shit. So I was like, hey, let's get it in. But that's not the theme of today. Y'all can just watch this in the background. It's actually about what I'm gonna say. Now, you hear the music, you know what I'm saying? This isn't my normal relationship time Catherine music because I don't know what to call this. It's kind of relationship / story time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just talk and I'm gonna just see where it goes. So here it goes. So as like when I was growing up, after my mom passed away when I was 7, I didn't really have many female influences in everyday life. You know, it was me, it was my brother, and it was my dad. And you know, we wasn't poor or nothing, but like we wasn't like making it. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of rough out there for a G. And what you would do is like my father worked these bullshit jobs and you know what I'm saying, he ain't really want to be bothered when he got home, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you know, I mean that comes with the territory though. I understand that, but like it's not like I could really like talk to him about, hey, like how do I like treat this female? All I knew is like a girl has a right to say no, which I strongly believe to this day. Any woman has a right to say no, and as soon as she says no, you dip. You just dip out. You don't even try to be like, oh well, maybe. No, you dip out. So like I didn't know much about how to treat a female, you know. And then like when I was tasked with relationships, I couldn't really get the job done, you know. Or not like I was an adult. I was in middle school / high school, but like I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like I saw any pretty thing and I was like, oh, I need to fuck that. But I mean, not fuck. I need to be with that. That's even worse. I'm not even fucking these girls. I'm just like, man, I want to love these. And then like I met one person that was like, man, like I think this could work. And for whatever reason, we never saw eye to eye. It couldn't work out, you know. And then I felt really bad about it. And then a funny thing happened. You know, I meet this woman, and you know, at first, you know, she's a shy girl and doesn't want to be bothered with, but you know, she opens up to me. Eventually, we start talking, you know, seriously. You know, we start dating or whatever. I mean, I call it like dating. We ain't going to date, but you know what I mean. We were dating. We were boyfriend and girlfriend, and then, you know. And what I noticed was, like, every time we reflect back on it, like, man, that first year, you know, I didn't even know if I wanted to be with you. That's what she always says. It's like, I don't even know if I wanted to be with you. I don't even know if this could work, you know? Like, it was horrible. Like, you used to treat me bad. And I always wondered, like, man, why would I treat this person bad, you know? Why would I treat her like this? Reason why is because I ain't know how to do shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just chilling, you know, and I was like, oh, this girl's right here, I guess I'm gonna cheat on her, you know, and that's not great. And it was like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna cheat on her, you know what I'm saying? She'll come back. I mean, and then she didn't come back, and I was like, oh shit. And then she did come back, I was like, oh, okay, but I didn't cheat again. And I was like, oh, I wonder why I treated her this badly. And it was because, you know, treating a lady was not a thing in my vocabulary. My men in my family are all alpha males, like super, we get it in, it's my way or the highway, if you ain't with it, bitch, dip type men. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from them. You know what I'm saying? I just figured I personally couldn't do that because like it just wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? So when I was like, all right, man, you could just dip. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no big deal. And then she left. I'm like, oh shit, she actually fucking left. You know what I'm saying? Like that was it. I was like, oh shit, he actually fucking left. Like that's not cool. So yeah, and then I had to feel what like really being alone in that space was. Because at first I was like, alright, you know what I'm saying, I got my video games and I got me. But being around her for those months and then now not doing that, that was rough. You know what I'm saying? And it was rough for her too, but you know, we all bold, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to say it hurt. I'm looking at her while I'm with this other girl, I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's what it is. I didn't want it to be how it was. And then whatever happened, I ended the cheating relationship. Tried to get back with her, punched me in the face, and she was like, fuck you, and dipped. And then the next day she did the same shit. And then like, you know, a while later, she was like, listen, you ever do that again, we're done. We're like fucking done. And I was like, no doubt. But like, I had to work my way through some growing pains, you know? Just to find out, how do I even do this? And see this is why I said it's a part-way story time, part-way relationship time. Because the relationship time would be, well, how do you treat a lady? How do you make sure that she's okay? How do you make sure this relationship is right for you? You know? And I guess you don't really know until you know. Like you don't really figure it out until you figure it out. And I had to figure it out. I had to figure it out the hard way. Where, you know, she'd be like, I fucking hate you, I don't want to see you no more. And then she'd be like, well, I see what you can be. I see your potential. It's there. Or even with other females. It's like, I'd be like, yeah, man, I really like you, boom, boom, boom. Then I do some fucked up shit, and I wonder why I did that. I wonder why she would flip out like this. I didn't even know what the fuck she was flipping out for. Until, you know, I got older and I was like, oh shit. Probably flipped out for a good reason. You know? And that always used to get me. It's like man, I'm doing this thing and it's hurting her and I don't know why. That's pretty sad, you know? Now most people would be like, well, just stop doing it. Well, it's hard to break those habits when you've been learning them your whole life, you know? It's hard to be like, oh, I'm gonna just stop, you know, stop doing the shit that I've seen my family do for years. And here's the relationship time part. How do you know when it's time to get in a relationship? And once you get there, like you went through the hard part. The hard part is getting her in the door. The hard part is getting her to be in there with you and to be in that foxhole. The easy part should be keeping her there, but that's not the case most times. And I remember she used to tell me, okay, the first year was sucky. I didn't even know if I wanted to be with you. The second year was great. You know, third year we wasn't together. Fourth year, you know, we had issues. Fifth year was great. Sixth year so it kept going like that, you know. And like I never knew that like you do certain things to do certain, like I didn't know the tricks of the trade. It was all like, hey, you know, I'm gonna do my thing and I hope you can work around that, because that's what everyone said. Always do your thing and make her work around it. But why can't we do things together? Isn't that when you find it? Like I could do my thing and find any bitch on the street and she could just work around me. You know what I'm saying? But can you get that girl that you know you would want to be with and like make it work? Like y'all could be around each other and it doesn't matter, you know? And y'all could work together for a common goal. And that's the whole thing. Also, you know, I ain't forget, This is moving in part 3. Y'all thought I forgot? Y'all thought I forgot? No. I haven't forgotten nothing. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by all the things I was saying in the previous 2 episodes. None of those things work if you don't know you. Like, love doesn't exist if you don't love yourself first. You know, so you could say, hey, like, I love you and I only want to be with you and this is how it is and like you're everything to me. But if you don't love yourself, how do you know what love is? You know what I'm saying? If you look in the mirror and you hate yourself, I personally feel like you're just looking at me as like you're just in-house shrink that doesn't get paid. Because you don't even know what makes you happy yet. You know, you don't even know what makes you tick. It's all hey, I want this. Like I feel this. Like I feel bad every time I look in the mirror, and I can understand like you feel a little bad and you get this guy to help you and then you feel better about yourself. But if it's been days, months, even years in some cases that I've seen, and you don't love yourself, well, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? What's good? Are you with the right person? See, that's when you got to start thinking about everything. Are you with the right person at that point? Do you even know you at this point? Like, do you know what makes you happy? Do you know what makes you go? Because once you figure that out, communication gets better. You know, the arguments get better because there's not that many arguments to have. Like, I argued about a lot of shit, and it was just because I didn't know who the fuck I was. I didn't even know what I wanted. It was just me talking just to talk. What type of sense does that make? You know? I was just talking just for the fuck of it. Looking back, I didn't even know what I wanted. Like, I didn't even know what the whole fight was for. And now you're just with this person. And now you're just with this person that relies on you to some degree, whether or not be financially, it could be emotionally, it could be. I mean, physically. Everybody needs some dick or some pussy, right? I mean, we all know what the game is. But like, this person relies on you for something, but you don't even know what you need from that person yet. You don't even know what you can offer. You know, once you figure that out, most of the shit stops. And I had to figure that out. I thought only thing to a relationship was, listen, I'm gonna do me, and if you ain't with that, you ain't with that. Like, I'm gonna do me, and if you don't like the way I'm kicking it, there's the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I knew. And I'm not saying that's I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying, like, but I would hear that and I'm like, but is that the way I want to rock? You know what I'm saying? Is that the way I want to do things? Is that how I'd be happy? And it turns out I wasn't happy that way. I wasn't like moving the needle that way in my happiness. I didn't feel happy being like, alright bitch, this is how we gonna do it. It's me. It's just me, and if you don't like it, well, fuck you. Like, that's not how I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I like compromises. I like listening to another party. I like, you know what I'm saying, going to therapy for some. Well, I don't like therapy per se, but I like talking to people about some shit. You know what I'm saying? My big thing is talking to an outside party. When you're moving in, right? It's just you two there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have like roommates or whatever, but like in an ideal situation for the female, it's just you two. You know? Y'all are the only ones there, and y'all are the only ones, y'all are making it work. And while y'all are making it work, there's gonna be some issues that just arise. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day I really don't like looking at your dumb ass. You know? That could be a thing. Or like, man, I just wanna do something else. I just don't like it could be like you're inside of a box with one person, and once you're inside a box with one person for too long, you get to see that person's flaws and like, man, I really hate this person. not like I really hate you can feel that way, like I really hate this person, I don't know why I'm with this person. And at that moment you should go to an outside party, a neutral party that doesn't have any skin in the game, and talk to them about the things that y'all are going through, about the things that y'all feel. Because most times it could be, okay, I just need to hear someone give me an unbiased opinion about the situation, and that can help tons. The person that doesn't want to, that's not saying this just to fuck you, that's not saying this just to be your business partner, that's not saying this just to get in your good graces because you have all the money, because you have all the drugs. Just somebody that will listen to you and be like, okay, here's what I think. Here's why I think you're tripping a little bit. Here's why I think you should go on. And they're just saying this just because they actually care for you and not because they want something out of you. It just takes that one time to hear that to where you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm sorry. You know? People are proud. I'm a proud man. I don't like saying I'm sorry unless I really am. But if you can prove to me that I was wrong, I'll say I'm sorry. But maybe that comes from an outside party, because I'm not going to openly admit that until like it's that, you know? And you know, that's a little bad, but hey, you know, it's just me. And I'm trying to fix that, but it's tough. Also moving in, you know, you gotta find a way to deal with those arguments, you know? You gotta find a way to not lose yourself in the arguments. Because, I mean, you shouldn't say anything when you're angry that you'd say when you're just straight up. You know, because anger just makes me want to say the things I wanted to say, but now I don't give a fuck. You know, and if you're in a relationship, pay attention when y'all have an argument and she says some things. Pay attention to that, because that could be what she really felt, but she didn't want to tell you because she didn't want to hurt your feelings, or because, I mean, there is some common courtesy that you don't talk about certain shit. But when she's angry, if she brings those things up, pay attention to that. That could be something. You know what I'm saying? That could be something she always wanted to say. But at the end of the day, no girl or guy, or I don't know how you feel, no girl that I've known just wants to move in. They want to get that ring. You know? They want to get everything. And, you know what everything means? It's marriage time. That's why I said, do not move in with a person that you will not marry. Because when she asks, what are we? What am I doing here? Are we just dating? Are we just exclusive? I want to take it to the next level. And if you're not sure about that, that causes even more problems that maybe even a therapist can't fix. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be this is what she wanted ever since she was a kid. Have you ever thought about that? This could be her thing. You know, she could be like, I've wanted this forever. Forever and a day I've wanted to get married. And now you're telling me you don't want to get married? Why'd you move me in then? Was it just in-house pussy? Did you just want to fuck me? Did you not want to drive over to my house? Like, why'd you move me in then? And that could cause a lot more problems than you thought. So before you move in with somebody, make sure that you can see the rest of your life with that person. Unless you're just moving in for the money, or you're just playing. If you're just playing, or do your thing, Pippin. Hey, ain't no shame in. Hey, that's just part of the game. But just know, there's nothing free in this world. Everything that you do comes back to you in one way or another. You know, everything that you do, you will notice when it comes back, and you'll know why it came back. Like, I notice when bad shit happens to me, I've done bad shit. So I understand. But just know, if you're just using it for the game, then the game comes back. But once you move in, get prepared for that marriage, man. Because she's gonna ask. And she's gonna be like, what the fuck? And, you know, maybe if y'all deliver, it could be a happily ever after type thing. But that's it for me, man. It's Victor fucking Freeze, and I have Mortal Kombat for you next time.